You also need to have your mechanics down by this point. If you're consistently missing your primary fire and snowballs, then you really need to hone it in and practice for it to where it becomes more comfortable. If you're really serious about climbing in this game, you will need to be putting in the time in Celestial, especially if you want to hit Eternity. And speaking of Eternity, we're going to be covering that now. As I mentioned in the Loki guide for Eternity, you need to be executing and following all the previously mentioned tips near flawlessly. And the biggest thing here is consistency. You need to be performing the best you can almost every game. We're human and have bad games every here and there, but you need to minimize that. A big thing is to have strong mental and not letting baggage from previous games carry over. If you had a bad game or toxic plays from the game beforehand, you can't let that come with you into your next match. Or else you're just going to end up snowballing yourself or end up in a tilt queue, and that's not going to be helping anybody. By this point, you should have near instant response to ults like Doctor Strange just by audio and visual cues. And ult tracking should also be setting you up to maybe even freeze it. A lot of the other supports require an activation, which makes it very hard for them to instantly respond. Like Loki and Invisible Woman have an extra second of activation, however you don't. Since you are playing back, you are seeing the entire field and what is happening. You should be able to identify and maneuver what space belongs to your team, and be able to identify what belongs to the enemy team and what area is being fought for. You need to be able to move in and out of space based on ownership to maximize your team's presence, since it's a big factor that can help your team win the fight. And that wraps up our Luna Bronze to Eternity guide. Whether you're climbing through Bronze or pushing for Eternity, mastering her kit and decision making is key. If you found this helpful, drop a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.